From the Associated Press, police fired live ammunition and tear gas this past week at thousands of Syrians protesting in a tense southern city for a third consecutive day, killing one person and signaling that unrest in yet another Arab country is taking root. Enraged protesters set fire to several local government buildings, according to a state media and a witness. The violence in Daraa, a city of about 300,000 near the border with Jordan, was fast becoming a major challenge for President Bashar Assad, who tried to contain the situation by freeing detainees and promising to fire officials responsible for the violence. Protesters in Syria, however, will face a tough time trying to pull off a serious uprising along the lines of those that toppled leaders in Egypt and Tunisia. Assad's Syria is a country that crushes political dissent, closely controls the media, and routinely jails critics of the regime. Despite the political repression and rights abuses, Assad remains popular among many in the Arab world, in particular because he is seen as one of the few Arab leaders willing to stand up to Israel. It is also not clear how much support any uprising would have within the country. A few earlier attempts to organize protests through social networking sites fell flat. The confrontations in Syria began last Friday when security troops fired at protesters in the city and killed 5 people. Mizan Darwish, a prominent Syrian writer and activist who is in contact with residents and witnesses in Daraa, said one person, al-Ekrad, was killed and 2 others suffered serious gunshot wounds when police opened fire on demonstrators calling for political freedoms. He said more than 200 people were treated for tear gas inhalation at a nearby mosque that has been transformed into a field hospital. State-run television reported that so-called troublemakers took advantage of a peaceful demonstration and set fire to several public buildings in the city. The official news agency SANA reported that they also opened fire at security forces who did not return fire. They said the incidents happened as a delegation sent by Assad was paying condolences to the families of the dead. Activists in Damascus say thousands of people who took part in the protests called for an end to emergency laws that have been in place since the ruling Ba'ath Party took power in 1963. The National Organization for Human Rights said authorities randomly arrested people who participated in the protests in at least 5 cities. The violence was the worst since 2004, when clashes that began in the northeastern city of Qamishli between Syrian Kurds and security forces left at least 25 people dead and some 100 injured.